Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is RVman985 and this is an update video rather than a playthrough, but I might as well just put this out here because, well, unfortunately this is what I'm going to be stuck with, using the Xbox DVR for the Xbox One recordings. And here's the problem with that Xbox DVR. It does not record certain games because the developers put a block on certain scenes in the game. So yeah, there is that. And what you're seeing here is the Super Gianni sisters and or Gianna sisters, however you pronounce that. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever played that game. But I am going to say this. You know, there was plans for me to do Dead or Alive last round. I have the capture card. The capture card works. It's just that the PC that I was planning on actually the PC I had fixed up and was trying to have it ready to go for HD, it broke. Yeah, it broke. So now I have a HD capture card, but the PC I tried to use it on doesn't work. Well, there goes that. Also, if you're also wondering why Legend of Zelda Wind Waker and Paper Mario has not been shown yet, another thing happened. My capture card has pretty much expired. It's broken. And I mean, I can get sound, but I cannot get any visuals. So yeah, I pretty much screwed myself on that department. Which leaves me also to why I have been dormant for the most part of February, March, April, and also May. I have been in the midst of... Okay, I just fell to my death there. But anyway, I have been in the midst of dealing with an injury that I happened to receive back in February while in an automobile accident. Yeah, the bus I was riding on happened to crash into a car who was desperate to get to the monster truck rally. And by the way, the bus had to take that detour because leading to the stadium, which was its normal route, has been closed off for that event. Meaning I was pretty much going to have to take the long route home. Yeah, and this happened on the way home of all things. Go figure. But here's something that needs to be stated as far as that is concerned. I had to deal with getting cortisone shots and physical therapy for my knee and ankle because I had tendons hurted. I mean, and pretty much irritated from that accident. So at least that's coming along fine. I am getting better on that note, but the whole capture card situation is probably it may not be that big of a loss, but it's really expensive for me to get a new capture card because of the accident. It put me on limited work release, which pretty much cut my funds in half for both jobs. There's no bones about it. It literally cut my finances in half, and now I'm gonna have to scrape up a lot of money in order for me to find a better capture card, one that does not need the computer. I know I could find one, and I know I can also find a I could easily get one that could use a thumb drive and not have to record from the computer. But at the same time, I am basically SOL as far as the projects that I had planned. I wanted to play Final Fantasy 13 in June, which is what I was going to postpone that because I was going to finish up Wind Waker and do the Pit of 100 Trials and then go straight to the Final Fantasy 13 playthrough. However, there is a side of good news. Unless the game DVR also blocks certain scenes in a certain game, I wanted to try to change that up, and instead of play 13 and I could just postpone 13 until I get my hands on a better capture card, I could instead switch gears and play Final Fantasy 15 and work with what I got until I get the money for what I want to do. And also, I have still my Muvave for any screen recordings that I needed to do. So, much to my dismay, Mega Man X3 is going to be going without a hitch, because I'm going to play that on a Super Nintendo emulator, because fuck the PlayStation 2 version of Mega Man X, because the control scheme... No, Mega Man X3, sorry, because the control schemes is just outright terrible. And sadly, it will be... At least I will have something to capture the games that I have planned by November at least, because yeah, I'm still going to have to do Mega Man X7 eventually, whether I want to or not, whether I like it or not, because fuck that game. I'm still gonna have to do that, which leads me to the last thing, why I haven't been on Twitter as of late, even though I promised to be on Twitter. The thing is, I haven't been on Twitter because of the fact that, well, I just necessarily was too angry to be on Twitter. Things were just not going my way. Everything was just going wrong, and to be honest with you, I just needed some time to myself to think. 'Cause, yeah, being in an accident that you had literally no control over, it kind of hurts you mentally. And sadly, that is the only form of transportation I have other than catching a ride with my sister. And I feel safer in the car with my sister than on the back of a bus, or on the bus in general. And that's how I turn out to be. So I didn't want to actually have to dampen people with my problems. I just wanted to try to find solace or anything. At least try to calm down about the situation before I go on Twitter and give out things that I really don't need to give out. So, yeah. That's the whole situation to a T. But, as you can wholeheartedly see, at least the gameplay that I'm showing, even though I really suck at this game, I'm not lying, I really do suck at this game. The gameplay that you're seeing, at least it does record 10 minutes. So that's kind of a good thing. The only downside is, again, I'm gonna have to find a workaround for scenes that have been deleted from the game. Or not deleted from the game, or rather, being blocked by the DVR. That's what I meant to say. I mean, if I'm worried about censorship, if anything, I would probably worry about all the censorship that's going on in YouTube. Because, yeah, I have a nice little picture to show you all at the end of this. Don't get me wrong, it's something that may rise suspicion to everyone, no matter how many subscribers they go to. You'll probably start noticing this when you start uploading videos, but YouTube is being assholes. Again. For the umpteenth time. I mean, it should be no big secret to all of you, but they are being assholes. Major league assholes, to be honest. But, for the most part, I will be right back, because I'm going to have to set up that photo. So, see you in about a bit. By the way, this, ladies and gentlemen, is what I was talking about. The newest thing from YouTube. Every time you upload your video, by the way, this happens in 3 of my videos, they have this nice little thing where they purposely have your videos shared privately instead of publicly. This has happened to me on 3 videos. It's a glitch that you have to refix your videos after editing so that your videos will be able to be shared. This is kind of a problem. It needs to be addressed. And to be perfectly honest with you, YouTube needs to stop bullshit like this. Because let's face it, we're the guys that made this platform what it is. Not the advertisers, the people. And just as sure, ladies and gentlemen, as we gave YouTube all of its financial business and all of its popularity, we could simply just take it away and go somewhere else. To someone who won't pull bullshit like this, who won't just let algorithms do whatever they want, and for most part, will not let advertisers speak for all of the YouTubers who are putting out their content, expressing themselves. That is the reason why I probably haven't been on YouTube for a while. I mean, I've been watching videos, but I haven't actually posted one because I've also been fighting things like this. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I will be working on some brand new projects. I will give you a heads up on what's going on. But until then, this is RVman985. See you guys next time, and I really hope I get the capture card debacle fixed real soon. See ya.